Mm. Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly video. Let's go through the stocks that was highlighted previously, and of course let's do some more. Last week I talked about STI. Let's see how STI performed today. Okay, so these are my drawings the past week, and today we see some positive action. You can see that if follow through the plan, let's move the lines so that you can see clearly. So you can see for the past 3 days, STI forms the hammer. So one hammer, two hammer, three hammer. And today we see a very strong follow through buying. And if you follow through my plan, which I drew last week, yeah, it should come to this 3246 level. And if we eventually can break out, then STI can be on the way to go for uptrend. So let's see whether this 3246 can break if it get tested. Well, that's a good positive movement for STI today. So hopefully later on it can sustain and close higher. The best is can close at 3240 or even 3244. That will be the best. Now let's look at stocks. So we talk about iFast over here on this particular day. So let's switch to iFast before I go through the chart. iFast. So iFast is undergoing consolidation, attempting to form a ascending triangle, and if it breaks out, then we can see potential retest of 610 or 618. If it do exceptionally well, we can see it retesting or hitting 639 resistance or projected level. So here, this is a version that I've drawn on the chart here. So the projection varies. So you don't need to exactly pin on 639. It could be 630, 635, thereabouts. It's always thereabout. And we have seen iFast hit 587 resistance and broken up from it. Okay, so the ascending triangle completes. So the next thing is that iFast has to continue higher. If the pattern is successful, we shall see that iFast will never come below 587. So meaning to say it should be trading above 587 and then eventually continue move higher to 635. Okay, so let's see how iFast can perform going forward. Then we have Settrum. So what you saw here was a uptrend line, and there was a doji at this uptrend line. And let's see whether this uptrend line is still valid. Okay, let's draw it here. So this uptrend line, unfortunately, it is at the borderline now for Settrum. If it cannot close higher to 139140, it will be deemed as broken this support. And if it breaks this support, trendline support, then you will be quite bearish for the counter, as it may continue lower to hit 133 support. So challenging moment for this counter, unless next few days it can break up and move back above this uptrend line. Not technically it may continue lower. So watch for Settrum. And next is Keppel Corp OCBC. So Keppel Corp, let's look at the email first. So Keppel Corp, again trendline support, but Keppel Corp did well. So was looking at this trendline support for rebound, and Keppel Corp managed to rebound right on this particular day. So that's why I say it did well. But unfortunately, it still lacked the strength to continue higher as it pulled back to this trendline support. So it's very important for Keppel Corp, like Settrum, continue to hold above the trendline support so that it can resume its uptrend towards 722 level or higher. Okay. Next will be OCBC. You can see OCBC at 20-day MA support. And we are looking at if the stocks manage to break out at above 1270, it may continue higher towards 1292. So OCBC currently is not too bad. Okay, moving towards 1270 or even test 1270. The high of today is 1270, but now it closed at 1264 or trade last done at 1264 to be more precise. So let's see whether it can close higher later on. If it closes at 1270, there's still chance for it to continue higher to move towards this 1291, 92 resistance. Okay, so pretty okay for OCBC now. But if it closes at 1264 or 1262, then it will be a potential shooting star or bearish dragon Greystone Doji. So it will hinder the chance or give lesser chance for OCBC to continue higher towards 1291. So today's closing is pretty crucial. CapitaLand Invest and City Development. So CapitaLand Invest has a hammer here, and let's see how it performed at this particular time. So we can see the hammer failed to have follow-through buying. Okay, no confirmation. Today attempt to confirm this hammer, but again, if it did not manage to. So we got to wait for a clearer picture, especially if CapitaLand Invest can close at 316, 317. That will give us a better picture of whether it can go back to retest this 324 crucial resistance, because it confluence with this previous uptrend line. Okay, and it will be a strong resistance for CapitaLand Invest to break. Then City Development has a Dragonfly Doji near its major support at 659. But I think it failed to give confirmation for this on the next day. But today it seems to be well, right? So it's a white candle. So it has some follow-through buying. If it can close at 674, then we may see more upside. So let's plot this resistance for you now. 682 will be the immediate resistance, which if it gets there, then we will have a very nice double bottom formation. And if imagine it can form a double bottom formation, then we will have a good potential upside ahead. Yeah, so will be about 709 that it may get to. So let's see how it can perform going forward. So of course, testing 682 will be very important. Failing to do so will be forming a descending triangle, and that may spell more trouble. Next will be today Wilma and CSC Global. So Wilma, in my group, in my chat group, Telegram chat group, I posted this before yesterday rally. It was somewhere here. Yeah. So this was the one that I posted in the chat group, and I see the potential sign. As you can see, I purposely added some indicator. So those who knows the indicator will know that, you know, this is a stochastic crossover and a bullish one. Okay, I don't usually use them. I'm just using it to confirm. So why do I use it to confirm? Because the counter was rebounding from the 20-day MA, and with a bullish sign to tag along could increase the chance for it to continue higher. So Wilma went higher to 377. Now lost its strength and momentum to hit 374, which is not very nice because you can see long upper shadow here. So ideally later on, I hope that it can close at least 376, so that it increases the chances for it to hit 381. Okay, so let's see how Wilmar perform later on. And CSE Global is observed that this counter seems to be in the uptrend channel, and we are looking at the retest of 495 resistance. If we can do so, then there's a chance for it to break out and continue higher to projected level at 535 or 53. Okay, so it still haven't really moved yet, and we shall wait for that true moment to come, whether it can hit 495 resistance or not. Failure to do so, of course, breaking below 45 will spell more trouble for this counter as the uptrend comes to an end. Okay, so thank you for viewing this week's video. Appreciate the likes, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.